Wildlife takes us to 1960s Montana and a story about changing times and changing roles. In actor Paul Dano's directorial debut, a teenage boy experiences the breakdown of his parents' marriage and his mother's struggle to keep their lives afloat after his father leaves. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan as the parents and Ed Oxenbould as their conflicted son. This is Red Carpet Diary.
I think your father has a woman out here.
He wouldn't do that.
No? Why do you think men do things? They either go crazy or it's a woman.
I don't think that's true.
People are drawn to things they shouldn't be. I used to dress like this all the time when I was younger.
I feel like a big part of this film is when you wake up one day and life has suddenly kind of passed you by and you sort of go, how did I get here and who am I? You know, there's almost a crisis of identity. And I think that's a big part of the American dream, too, is this idea that there's always something better, but then one day you realize, actually, this is where I am. And she sort of gets the rug pulled out from under her and goes into a bit of a free fall.
The fact that this is set early in the 60s, how does that impact Jeanette?
I think it's, that it was a very specific time for women, and I think that plays into the film quite a lot. I mean, I think the story feels kind of relevant and universal, so I think it could be told now, but I think there's particular constraints on women in the 60s as a homemaker and as a mother and as a wife, and expectations that were universal for women at that time that just add that little bit more pressure to a woman, and that pressure is what builds and builds and builds and kind of breaks in the film.
I feel like sort of the mystery of who our parents are, when you first start to go, oh, whoa, my parents are real people, or they did what in their past, or they did this, or this, you just start as you grow. And so there's something, I see myself in Jeanette and Jerry and Joe. So, I feel like I have a deep love for all of them.